And the stock that has gotten more mention on this program than arguably anything else in the history of this broadcast.
I just said I'm not going to do TSA anymore.
Cleveland Cliffs. Down sharply today. Can we see the stock, please? Down 6% year to date.
Yeah.
I mean, I feel like, look, when the stock has big moves like this, especially down, you mention it a lot.
I do mention it a lot.
This is on earnings? They missed, right?
Yeah, headline miss on the top and bottom line. But, look, as far as why the stock is down, sometimes the market does things that are unexplainable and gives you an opportunity. And I think this is one of those times. When you see a stock that's down 9%, you think to yourself, is there something fundamentally wrong with the company? Is there something wrong with the economy that we don't know, particularly for a steel company?
I mean, they missed their earnings and sales. So what
but not by a lot. Look, let me cut to the chase. The business outlook is very, very bright for Cleveland Cliffs. The cash flows, you look at EBITDA, it's up something like 70% year over year. There was a slight decrease in buying from service centers and distribution centers after the UAW strike. That is behind us, okay? What you're looking at right now is the auto industry, notwithstanding Tesla, outside of Tesla, is going quite strong. We'll get to that in a second. Their costs to produce steel are going down. Volumes are up, prices are going up. Now, here's what the most important thing is. I'm buying more shares. I strongly disagree with the market reaction today. And you know who else is buying shares? Not today, but in a couple of days when the blackout period is ended, is the company. They announced a $1.5 billion share buyback. That's roughly equal to 17% of the company's market cap right now. Over the last 2 years, they've buried 11% of the shares outstanding. I'm not talking about share buybacks to sterilize options issuance. I'm talking about a decrease in the shares outstanding, which increases my ownership and will continue to do so in a company that I tell you the future is very bright for.
Financial engineering. That's what they call that.
Yeah, I call it getting a much greater share of a company that I really like, whose earnings are growing.
You think, let's just assume that the Nippon and Letter X deal doesning happen. Mm-hmm. Where does this company fit in that?
If they do anything, it's going to be at a much lower price than when Nippon Steel was going to pay for U.S. Steel. There was obviously a lot of talk on the conference call about this, and I think there was at least one analyst who seemed a little hung up about, whether Cleveland Cliffs might be able to peel off some assets from U.S. Steel. Look, that's not Cleveland Cliffs' game. Cleveland Cliffs' game here is to see what happens with this deal, whether the president nixes it as it says, and if that happens, they're going to come in with a much lower bid. And that's going to be good for the company.
All right. The Cliff CEO, by the way, is an exclusive interview today in overtime. So you don't want to miss that. GE Aerospace, they beat